Good morning, everybody. Today's episode is about long distance flying. Now, most of us know that on our drones we have a normal mode and a sport mode. In the case of the Mavic, normal mode, you travel about 20 miles an hour and your battery can last you up to about 25 minutes. However, you could stick it in sport mode and travel at 40 miles an hour, but it greatly reduces your battery life. So it got me thinking, if I wanted to travel a long distance, would it be better for me to keep it in normal mode and conserve battery, or slap that sucker in high gear and cover as much ground as possible? Well, there's really only one way to find out. So out there is just open water. It's about 4.5 miles to the land on the other side, and there's nothing to crash into. There's no aircraft, and worst case scenario, I crash in the ocean and nobody gets hurt. So we start off here with the full battery and in normal mode. One thing to remember though when you're flying out over open water is wind. It might not be windy on the shoreline, but anyone who spent any time out in the water knows it can get super windy out there. I'm at the 1 mile mark now and I still have 86% of my battery remaining. On the topic of wind, there's a lot of great apps and websites out there where you can check wind speeds all over in your area. You certainly want to keep that in mind for your return trip. It could dramatically affect your battery life. So I'm now at the 2 mile mark and my battery's still at 74%. Not bad. So at 15,500 feet, the drone tells me it's about time to go home. Okay, so in that test I was able to go about 15,000 feet, which is just under 3 miles before I got my battery warning. That's 4.5 kilometers for the rest of the world. So now I'm going to try the same exact thing in sport mode and see if there's any difference.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Alright, now for high gear. And off we go. I'm approaching the same distance as my last test, marked with the red X. Let's see if I can make it. Okay, I just got the battery warning.
Go home.
It looks like I'm going to fall about 1,000 feet short. Okay, I've got my 30% battery warning about a minute ago, and I'm still 4,500 feet out over open water trying to get home.
Was a sketchy test.
So let's wrap this up. In normal mode, I went 15,478 feet before I had to come back home. It took me 8 minutes and 23 seconds and 66% battery when I started coming home. In sport mode, I was able to go 14,724 feet before I had to turn around, and it took me 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And I had 57% battery when I had to turn around and come home. So it looks like normal mode is just a little bit more efficient than sport mode for long distance flying. If you like this video, please hit me with the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the new ones. It's because of you guys that I can keep doing this. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.